Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are not new here, if you guys are new here, definitely welcome to the channel. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys are all having a beautiful day today. It's a Saturday. I hope everybody's having, a great time today. I know a lot of people are off work and stuff. We have UFC tonight, which is great. So anybody who does watch UFC, it's going to be a great time tonight. But nonetheless, we got a ton of content to talk about. A lot of updates regarding Alliance Block, Stak, and just kind of overall talking about some updates regarding Hbar as well. But nonetheless, if you guys are enjoying the daily content, definitely leave a like on this video. If you guys are new here, definitely consider subscribing and turning notifications on. So, nonetheless, let's jump into this juicy content. So first and foremost, I do want to bring some awareness to this image here. Now, like I said, I was talking about that 28 to 30K zone for Bitcoin, and NFT underscore maximalist actually points out a really good picture here for us, right? He's basically saying, or I at least am assuming that it's a he, is assuming that we are going to do something similar to back here, right? And basically what this is this is showing September 2020, where everybody was waiting for 8 to 9K down here, because we were looking at a similar pattern here, if we look, right? And then we had that major drop. We see the major drop here as well, trading sideways. Again, we're in that sideways, movement. And then we see, this is that bottom. Look at what ended up happening, right? And I'm not saying that we're going to play out perfectly like this, but it is a really good point to, show, because we have a high demand point here that might just be overlooked, and we might have some FOMO happen when we get into these parabolic highs up here. So we really got to watch out and see what happens. But for me personally, I'm still very bullish on this pattern. We're seeing a lot of people, like for example, people clinging on for any hope they can find. Structure here isn't even close. Look at the mega strong support built on the left the first time. And honestly, I mean, this isn't a massive, amount of support being built here. You could argue that we built massive support here as well. It doesn't really make sense for me personally, but he's talking, I suppose, about this sideways sort of structure here that's massive support, which, yeah, sure, I could see it, but at the same time, even like this guy saying, looks like a massive head and shoulders pattern developing to me. And yeah, I mean, I could see it, we see the head, shoulders here. So yeah, I mean, it could be, but for me personally, I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin nonetheless at these levels. But let's jump into this. So this is, again, another tweet from Secrets of Crypto. We're seeing, if the market is manipulated, and I believe it clearly is, then drawing lines and triangles on charts for short-term trades puts you at the mercy of manipulators. If you hold high-quality crypto and have a longer time horizon, the market manipulators have no power over you. And this is what I was talking about in terms of, Hbar, even like XRP, ALBT. Stak, for an example, is one of those that you kind of have to believe in the project in order to hold it relentlessly. But some of these projects that I mentioned, like Hbar, XRP, ALBT, XDC, DAG, stuff like that, are all strongholds that, in my opinion, are easy to hold long term, which means, hey, if you could hold it long term, then you're not going to be, stressed out by these market manipulations that happen, because this market, as a lot of people want to believe, is, oh, it's decentralized, nobody's manipulating it. That's why at the end of the day, this market is one of the most manipulated markets out there. And anybody who is not new to crypto should definitely agree that it is as well. But I also want to talk to you guys about this article here. This has come from Digital Asset Buy. Now, he is pro XRP for the most part, but we're seeing Fed explores once in a century bid to remake the US dollar. The rise of private cryptocurrencies motivated the Fed to start considering a digital dollar to be used alongside the traditional paper currency. And we've been talking about this for a while now, CBDCs and stuff. But what we've seen Elizabeth Warren say is basically she wants to make a Fed coin that's not any crypto at all. I don't think that that's going to work necessarily, and the reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, we still need a CBDC at the end of the day, and even they're saying the United States should not implement the CBDC simply because we can or because others are doing so. At the end of the day, we're going to be pushed down on the branches in terms of the financial market. We pretty much in the United States roll the financial district throughout the globe, right? But at some point in time, that's going to change, and it's going to break these, massive politicians' hearts at the end of the day, saying, hey, the dollar is the most powerful currency in the world. It's not, right? The dollar is massively manipulated. It's massively printed, so it's inflated to beyond extensive repair. So at some point in time, we do need something like a CBDC implemented, and they will have to look into cryptocurrencies to actually efficiently move it and utilize it properly. But it is what it is. We see the explosive rise of cryptocurrencies in recent years motivated the Fed to start considering a digital dollar to be used alongside the traditional paper currency. Again, it's the idea of inflation versus deflation. That's what we need to be looking at, right? Because the currency that we are running on right now, the US dollar, is just absolutely garbage compared to most of these assets, especially Hbar, right? We've been looking at Hbar for some time, and we know that Hbar will most likely be utilized with the CBDCs. We actually got confirmation on Project New Dawn, and right now we pretty much jumped back into support. If we see here, right, we see this wick, right, from this broken support zone. We reclaimed it, and now we're back in this chop zone, about to regain some support at that 20-cent range. Hopefully we could break back up into this zone here and kind of possibly break the EMA at around 23.5 cents. Once we break over 24 cents, I think it's pretty much a strong indicator that we can go a little bit higher in terms of maybe retesting 30 cents. Who knows? Very hard to tell right now. We got to watch PA play out on that. Again, I will update you guys along the way. I'm pretty much always on time with that. But I do want to talk about some other additional things, including Albt, because Albt did hit my personal buy zone. I mentioned that I wanted to buy at some point here in this 22 cent or 20 cent to 25 cent zone, and we hit it, right? We're currently at 27 cents. I bought in, it was close to the bottom. I think I bought like 26 cents or something like that. It wasn't anything special or crazy, but this one's massively undervalued. I think Albt is going to be a huge hold. 52.5 million dollar market cap, almost 200 million in circulating supply. There is a total supply of 1 billion, but we already know that most of this will be locked in value. Staking will be implemented, so a lot of Alliance block will be locked, and also there's going to be a burn rate. So a lot of this supply is going to be burned at the end of the day. This, like I said, this one could be an easy $200 plus asset in years to come. Not this year, of course. This year, it's hard to tell where we're going to be going in terms of price, because if we come down here to the market, we see that it's only on Uniswap, Liquid Balancer, Bilaxy, I think I said that right, Hotbit, Balancer again, and then Bitfinex. So it's hard to get this asset. So right now it's hard to tell where we're going to go unless we get a major exchange listing. Then I could see it going to massive amounts of dollars, which is like 10 plus. But right now my eyes are on like about $2 to $5. If we get there, that's great. But like I said, I'm not trying to look to sell all my assets this year around. I'll sell at a profit on this. If I get to $1 plus, then I'll sell. But this one's going to be a long-term hold for me. I'm going to hold this one for many years to come. I don't plan on majorly selling all my stack on this one, just because this one is an easy hold. Like I said, just similar to Hbar and XRP. But I do want to talk to you guys about Jigstack, right? I haven't been talking about Jigstack for some time. If we come here, right, and we look at Stak currently, we are in the depths on Stak. I am down hard on this, asset, because, listen, I was investing back here at 3 cents, at 2.5 cents. I thought, wow, I'm getting a steal for my dollar, and that was not the case. We dipped down hard to those low 7 centile ranges. But hey, we got some really good news in terms of this. $25 million overall fully diluted market cap, which is insane to even think about. But if we see here, right, we got some news regarding, now these are my screenshots personally. I took these from the Telegram group. So we're seeing, dear community, you ask, we answer. Our community is the core of our project. So listening and clearing every doubt is crucial for us. Therefore, here's a 360 recap of our developments. Lemonade, Depot, IDO, hybrid tier system, and sale details on the 14th to 15th. V2.1, the team is on track to deliver all features before the end of June, and maybe even before. We are deep into QA, and we'll be starting another round of audits next week. V3.0, V4.0, development is due to begin within the next 2 weeks. Final tier, Hbar integration, and more, which I'm really looking forward to the Hbar integration overall. I do want to see what they're going to be doing with Matic as well. So we really got to wait and see. The Jigstack team is also currently working with up to 4 exciting projects that are looking to launch on Lemonade over the next short while. Then we see this Stak Bank update. Finally, right? We finally got a Stak Bank update. V1.1, the decision to include additional features to Stak Bank V1.0, which was the main reason for the original delay, has meant that the complexity in terms of development, specifically QA and auditing, has increased significantly. As a result, the team believes it will likely be the end of June or potentially early July when Stak Bank V1.1 will be released, which I'm very excited about. This will boost the price for sure. It sucks to see this price, but hey, it is in an accumulation zone in my opinion. Only $412,000 in volume, 35%. That's what I was saying. Like, we need a lot more volume, and this dip on Bitcoin did not help us at all. But we do see Gallery V 1.0 QA in progress with audits starting next week, on track to be completed and ready for launch before the end of June as per roadmap. Wallet/Sana V 1.0 QA in progress with audits being scheduled, on track to be completed and ready for launch before the end of June as per roadmap. ETHLink V 1.0 details open source to be shared with the community very soon. Website 2.0 end of June, working on clickable demo. Another CEX listing in June. Hopefully it's something good. The CX listings lately have been terrible. If we look here, they actually aren't updated yet, but I do know that we covered that in past video. It's just terrible CX listings, to be honest. Which I did express my concern in the Jigstack Discord, which a lot of people were saying I'm trying to save face by giving them excuses or anything. I'm not. Trust me, I'm down on this asset too. I don't get paid to shill Jigstack. I don't get paid to talk about it either. I don't get paid to talk about anything on this channel. So if anybody thinks that I'm getting paid, trust me, I'm not. It's just my personal opinion overall. DAO, engagement details of our first voting opportunity for the community to be released. Launch period, the Jigstack team have added several highly talented development resources over the last couple of weeks and are currently deep in onboarding mode. It is important to point out that this may mean that we need to slow down for a short period of time to speed up over the long term, which is to be expected. As a result, we are revising the current roadmap and expect to share this with the community once all internal teams have been fully aligned. We want to provide the right exposure for each product and better prepare our community. However, we do expect to get more granular with specific launch dates in the coming weeks. On the whole, the team is highly focused and excited about delivering several solid and secure products to the Jigstack ecosystem over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Thank you to the community for your patience and continued support, Jigstack team. And then we also see, alright, so that's the same picture, sorry. But basically, yeah, I mean, I'm very excited overall about this project. Again, we're very early on Jigstack, so, to say that it's going to zero, that it's a scam coin, that people are dumping on us, whatever the case may be, listen, I get the tokenomics are not great on Jigstack. I will be completely honest with you. I am not happy with the tokenomics, but I am happy with the overall development that, we do get updates on. So, it's still in a building phase. It's in its infancy stage. So it's still a brand new project at the end of the day. So for me to talk, garbage on it, it just wouldn't make sense. I don't have a clear sight where this is going. I'm hoping for 50 to a dollar, 50 cents to a dollar, sorry. Because at that point, we would make up some massive grounds. We would do a 10x at least from our current prices. I mean, at our current prices, we would actually do like almost a 50x. So, it's hard to tell where we go just because we don't have too much volume and we don't have a lot of CEX listings, and we just need projects updated. That's it. We need projects to go live. We definitely need Stak Bank. But honestly, I'm excited for the Hbar integration. Also, I mean, I'm buying Albt Alliance Block here because Alliance Block is very cheap. So Alliance Block, Hbar, and also Stak, 3 good holdings in my opinion. Just Jigstack's going to take a lot of time. Like I said, this one sucks. A lot of people are down on it, so am I. I'm down really bad on it. Like I mentioned on Twitter, I'm down like almost $30,000. I think I might actually be down like a little bit more overall. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes, not every investment's a win. But I do expect this to bounce. We just got to wait for the team to really do its thing because it's still in infancy. It's only about 2 months old. So, for me to say, this project's dead or it's garbage, just would not make sense. And I think anybody who's shilling it that is now switched to bearish on it and saying that it's going to zero, that it's garbage. Obviously, just wanted to make sure to get some clout or publicity. Me personally, I still continue to shill it. I still think that this is a solid project long term. It's just going to take more time, right? And that's how projects are. It takes more time to get to the point where, you know, we do see projects going live and we DCA in on lower lows, like 7 cents. In my opinion, it just made sense to buy at that point. I did add just a little bit, not too much, just because I do want to see more projects going live before I do invest in more, because I am down a lot of money, like I said. So I just got to see what's going to happen. I'd rather put money into Hbar at this moment, just because I do know Hbar is a sound project with live, projects overall. So once a project goes live on Jigstack, then I will see some more initiative to actually invest more money. But Alliance Block, like I said, very cheap at these prices. I'm accumulating and adding a lot more. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on if you guys are new. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial, and you guys could also join the Discord down in the description below for free. This has been Nick. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. Peace out.